Well, good afternoon and welcome everybody to another edition of Smoke Like Mike. And we're going to do a simple recipe this evening. I mean super simple, and we're going to do a beef tri-tip. That's right, just a beef tri-tip. And I've already prepped this one already. You can see in this pan, I'm doing a little experimenting. I haven't done this before necessarily, so you're going to learn just the same way as I'm learning. And as you can see, I've already seasoned it, and it's kind of sweat out some of the moisture of this tri-tip. And what did I use? Well, instead of mustard olive oil, I decided to use some good old Worcestershire sauce, or whatever you call it, and the good old standby Kosmos Texas Beef rub. And that's all that's on this. I'm going to put it on the Traeger at 275. I'm going to put an internal probe in there, and once it gets to an internal temp of 125, then I'm going to let it rest for about 5-10 minutes. Then I'm going to crank that bad boy up to 450, 500, try to shear it just a couple minutes on each side and see how it turns out. So I hope you are with me with this ride through the tri-tip. And as always, let's get to smoking. Okay, so you can see that I just placed it in my Traeger, and I made sure I put the probe in. It's just on a rack to keep it elevated, get some smoke all the way around it, but yet in a pan. And part of this experiment, quite frankly, is how does this cook and yet keep my Traeger clean? Because I guess I'd be honest with you, I'm lazy, and I like it clean. So it's set at 275. It's dropped because it's close, and the probe's set for 130. So let's check back in about 30 minutes to an hour. So we're about 45 minutes into this cook on this tri-tip, and we're still around 275. The probe's right at 120, so I'm thinking maybe 15 minutes more on this bad boy. We'll take a look at it. It looked like there's much bark on it, so that may be part of the issue with the pan, but we'll keep checking it out, and we'll take a look at it once it reaches temp at 130. See you in a few. All right, so you can see that the probe has hit 130, and so we're going to check on this. It's looking good. Still going to be medium rare. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to put the Traeger on keep warm and give it about 15 minutes, and then I'm going to shear it on the regular grill about 2 minutes on each side, and we'll see how that turns out. See you at the next step. So I just put the tri-tip on my grill to shear it. I'm going to shear it for 2 minutes on one side, 2 minutes on the other. Then I'm going to let it rest for about 15, and then we're going to slice it and see how it turned out. See you at the next step. Woo! Look at those grill marks. Looking good. Okay, so let's look at the finished product of our tri-tip. And remember, let's recap this real quick. I just took a fresh beef tri-tip, and as a binder, I tried Worcestershire sauce, that's what you call it, and Kosmos beef brisket rub, and put it in the Traeger, 275, took almost an hour, and then after the point it hit 130, I put it on my grill that was sitting at like 500, and I sheared it on one side 2 minutes, then I sheared it on another side for 2 minutes. You can see these grill marks and stuff. So now I'm going to slice it and see how we did. Remember, this is an experiment, and that corner piece is a little dry, but let's see how we did right in the center. Still got a little bark on there. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, that's nice. That looks like a nice medium rare piece, very tender. I just happen to have a little horseradish right here. Let's see how it goes. Man, that's some good stuff. I may have put a little bit too much horseradish on. Oh, my nose is on fire. Anyway, needless to say, this tri-tip has turned out fantastic. It's a very easy cook. Anybody can do it. You can notice how much it swelled up and stuff. It's fantastic. So, with that being said, remember, when you want to learn a few tips on smoking and grilling, check out Smoke Like Mine. We'll see you next time. What's the matter, Princess? You want to tweet my little tri-tip? Here you go. Want a little tweet? Yeah, there you go. Well, don't hurry. Well, I don't think that helps the video, Princess. You're killing me. You don't like it?